gotta be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Defend the Hustle. Tonight, Chris is not with us. He had other prior engagements, so we are here, and we're going to open this show up talking about Q4, prepping for Q4. So, little man, go ahead, introduce yourself. We get this show on the road.
How everybody doing this Sunday evening? I am the middleman picker, part-time reseller, full-time truck driver. Thank y'all for coming out. I sell on Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and sometimes whatnot. I'm bringing back the old saying. Thank y'all for coming out. Let's start talking about the Q4 grind.
All right. Everyone in the chat that don't know me, I am Buffalo Picker, full-time reseller. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Basically, we're gonna open it up and talk about what we accomplished this week. But before we do that, let me give a shout out to the chat. And see, Resell Daddy, what's going on, brother? Appreciate all your support, man. I seen you in the whatnot auction today, making some noise. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Nita J. Thank you for your continued support. Shout out to All in One Package. Thank you for all that you do for the channel. And for people that don't know, All in One Package, that's Miss Buffalo. She is the face of my Whatnot show. Shout out to Jennifer Hayes. Jennifer Hayes is the mod for my Whatnot show. She keep everything in order. Thank you for all that you do, Jennifer. I appreciate you every time you show up. Let's see who else we got in here. Lil David, thank you for your continued support to Defend the Hustle. Let's see.
Marie and Justin.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing to stroll down. Marie and Justin, thank you all for your continued support and all that you do for the channel. I really appreciate it. You all been riding with me for quite a few years, and I appreciate you. I guess I'll talk about it towards the end of the show, but I'm going to put something out here that I haven't even talked to the middleman about, but we're going to talk about it at the end of the show. I got kind of mixed emotions about it, but it's probably something that is necessary. So, but yeah, thank you all for coming out, supporting the show. Thank you for all that you do. And before we get into that, let me just show you all the giveaways for tonight, and we're going to get into it. So the first up, I picked up this figure from one of my local discount stores. I really don't want to put the name out there, but the only reason I'm going to give this up because to be honest with you, I bought it with the intentions to sell. I purchased 3. But once I got them, I discovered that they had a blemish right here. I mean, probably can sell it on eBay, well, I'm sure you can sell it on eBay, but I can't sell it on Amazon or Walmart. So this will be one of the items that I'm giving up tonight. This is the only thing wrong with the box is it's a crack in the plastic right here. And I'm giving away this little baby 3-piece set. It's the hat, the shoes, the booties, and the what they call these. Let what they call this right here? This little onesie.
Onesies, yeah.
Hey man, ain't had no little baby around a long time, but yeah. So I'm gonna get this up, and only thing wrong with this one is got like this little plastic here is loose, but I mean it still sell if you are eBay seller. Um, so those are the two items I'm gonna give away. Middleman, you can go ahead. Let us know what you accomplished this week, and I'll follow you, and then we'll get into um, the start up for prepping for Q4.
Well, this is the month before Q4. Q4 starts next month. Is it, those who don't know, is October to December. That's the Q4 time of the year that mostly all of the box stores and everybody else, the retail, make the majority of their money, just as well as us resellers. We
Right,
make a large lump sum of our money during that time because that's when everybody's online or in stores trying to shop. So what I've been doing this week is like I've been doing the last 2 months is prepping, sending everything into Amazon and Walmart.
right,
We're trying to build the inventory inside, so I won't have as much of uh, the things to ship after I get off from work. I want them to do the work this year. So my goal is to let Amazon and Walmart take the majority of all the work that comes into this reselling, like in the shipping, the customer service, and things like that. That's my goal for this year and going forward. And then I plan on doing a whatnot show pretty soon. As soon as I get everything situated that I want, as soon as I get the inventory that I'm satisfied being in Amazon
right.
and Walmart, then I'm gonna start my whatnot with some of the items that I got left over, and that pile is building up. So just look out for that coming up. But this is the time. This is the time to list on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, any and everywhere you can put your items on.
Hold that for the talking point. That's important.
Oh, my
Hold
bad.
that for the talking point.
So that's all I've been doing with packing. I packed finished packing up a shipment to Amazon Friday, shipped it out on Saturday.
Right.
That Saturday night, well, after I shipped it out, I took most of the day off. And Saturday night started my Walmart. And then this morning, all day, I've been doing Walmart. And I'm gonna continue to Walmart until Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna close it down on Thursday or Friday, and then start on Amazon on Saturday. That's been my schedule every week for a while now, and that's the only way I can do it because I'm not full time, like some of the people, But that right now I got to do what I can, and it's working out because now I'm starting to see the inventory build, and that's all I'm looking for. And also, I started deleting all the seller fulfilled on Walmart, putting everything to zero because that stuff going in. I don't need nobody buying anything for me to ship out. I'm missing a couple of them because I'm still getting sales, but I'm putting everything to zero. When I finish that, everything's going out, and just no more of this seller fulfilled. Only on eBay. Only on eBay.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're paying for that service, so especially on Amazon. So let them put in the work. You know. Anything else you got this week? You
No,
accomplished?
no. Other than that, getting in inventory. I'm still looking, which I'm supposed to be stopped. I'm supposed to be
Right,
technically stopped buying right now. But
right,
things come across. I shared a couple of things with you. What Friday? And Friday when I sent the pictures to you.
right.
But there were some items you had already said about anyway, and a couple of
Yeah.
things I saw.
Lil David said, "Are you selling in Canada?"
No. Um, I Amazon is charging me for Canada and Mexico, but
Mm-hmm.
every time I'm looking around, I'm getting that notification that items been deactivated because of high pricing in both of them. And I
Yeah.
don't understand why they charge me for it, but then they deactivating those items,
Right.
So how am I supposed to make up for that? But no, I see. You see on eBay they showing that notification about Canada, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Resale Dan. Uh I mean, we getting new followers every week, man, on that whatnot. Um what I was gonna say, so if you selling right now with what's going on in politics about the tariff, um, if this is a good time for all resellers in the United States to be making good money, especially for eBay, um, because you're not going to have a whole lot of competition coming out of Canada or from Great Britain with the tariff. A lot of those sellers are not going to be able to afford the taxes of trying to ship a package over here to you during Q4. So we'll talk about it in the talking point. I'm kind of getting off topic myself. So basically, what I accomplished this week, I made another Barbie purchase. It went well. Met a older lady. She been collecting Barbies. I think she said since she was in her 40s, early 40s, and she just wanted to downsize and move into like a senior home. So she was selling her house, and I met a lady probably about 4 years ago when I was buying Barbies big time. She owns a beauty salon, and a lot of her clientele come in there, and she'll allow them to, have an area in there. If they want to sell something, they pay her a little commission, and she'll allow them to set it up and sell it. So one time when she was selling some Barbies at her shop, I was the person that came in and made the purchase, and she was like, moving forward, if I have any client that want to sell Barbies, I'm gonna call you first because I don't really like them setting the Barbies up in my shop. She was like, but because they give me a commission, I let them do it. But I really don't want to do it, but I don't want to backtrack on what I said to them. So I was like, yeah, that's good. I'm always looking for a good deal on the Barbie. So make a long story short, she pretty much have connected me with since that time probably 5 different people that she have connected me with to buy Barbie. So this past Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, it was Wednesday or Thursday that I met up with her at her house, and I think she said she was 74, and she sold me her Barbies. Gave me a great deal, and you know, she talked to me the whole time. I was trying to focus and make my count, make sure, I'm calculating everything correct. And she was just telling me all the stories about her husband before he died, and just I guess she just wanted a little company as well. So, but all in all, it was a great Barbie deal. I haven't even had a chance to process them yet. They sitting at the warehouse. Also, speaking of Barbie, this week I shipped in, I think, close to 80 Barbies to Amazon, and some other toys that I'm trying to move. Just like Middleman said, we pretty much kind of mirroring the same business model. It's trying to ship everything to the fulfillment center, whether it's Amazon or Walmart. I should have started this a year ago, but I had to get slapped on the hand before I really understood, what's in front of me and how I could move. So now that's the big move for me, is to push majority of the stuff that I have in the warehouse to those fulfillment centers, and basically relook how I do business and reselling. Every now and then you got to make a shift if you want to continue to grow. You can't continue doing the same old stuff and getting the same results. 4 or 5 years ago, before uh, COVID, I was, that business model was great because the time was different. And now the business, the time has changed, so the business model need to change a little bit as well, and that's what I'm working on pretty much. This past week, I kind of dropped the ball with my Walmart, but I still have my shipping plan together. So on Tuesday, that's going to be priority number one, is to start back getting that together. Tomorrow, pretty much is going to be dedicated to whatnot. Normally try to ship everybody's stuff out the next day, and I've been doing that pretty well. So I'm gonna keep that trend going. And once I get that done, I'm gonna rest a little bit, and then Tuesday started back up with Walmart. And my goal is to at least push 2 to 3 orders out to Walmart. So Tuesday I want to push, Wednesday I want to push, and Thursday I want to push. So that's going to be my goal. Right now, I'm kind of ahead of the game with Amazon. However, if I do get a chance to work on an Amazon shipment this week, I will. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much where we at on what I accomplish as a reseller. What's my future plans with that? So tonight, our talking point is going to be about start Q4 prep. Um, we supposed to got into it last week, but we kind of got distracted about what was going on in the resale world. So we had, give our little take on that. So now this week we're gonna get back to business and talk about things we can do to make money. Let's see if I can change this up. All right, there you go. Let's see. Right, bro. All right, well, you all see it right here. Basically, this is going to be a talking point. Prepping for Q4, and the time is now, which really is, a little late. I mean, if you starting to prep now, you basically behind the 8 ball. Not saying you can't still make good money, but you missed a big window in August. A lot of people start buying in August. A lot of early shoppers start their online shopping in August. So whenever Amazon and Walmart start their little sale, that's when you need to be having your stuff ready for the sale as well, because people are looking, and that's your loud speakers. When you hear about Amazon and Walmart having their little sale, that's the loudspeaker letting you know, as a reseller, you need to be having your stuff ready for the sale as well. Whether you on any other platforms, it doesn't matter. People are online shopping. So, and that was the first big horn. So now the next big horn is going to be October the 1st. So you got 3 weeks to start getting your stuff together, putting it online if you want to get on this money train, because people gonna be buying. I mean, you got some people that list their stuff late as well, but just look at the weeks that you done missed making money. So before I get into my spiel, middleman, you got anything to add on what people can do to start prepping for Q4?
Yeah, right now, they already, like you said, they already started buying. I've been saying this since last month that it already has started showing. You can see the difference. I think more so people are buying early because of the economy right now, and
Right.
they was trying to buy all that stuff before. Like I was getting a lot of out of country sales um, for eBay and Amazon. Sorry, and Amazon, but mostly eBay. I was getting a lot of out of country sales um, because of they were trying to beat the tariffs, because I think it really kicked in when the 19th of last month or something like that. Or the 29th
Uh,
of last month?
it was in August.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
So
exact date, but it was in August.
it was one of them days. But yeah. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm getting all my material, my shipping supplies together, like my boxes, my bubble wrap, my paper to fill in the voids. Um, I'm trying to, because I'm, like I said, I'm still gonna be shipping eBay stuff, and once I do my start doing my whatnot, then I'm gonna have to ship whatnot. But um, preparing is very important right now. What they say, if you don't prepare, prepare to fail. So right
Hmm.
now, because the sales will pick up. If your sales haven't already picked up now, they will next month. They guarantee going to pick up next month. Next month in November is going to be like balls to the wall. I'm just saying, because we know every year we go through this every year, and we let everybody know you need to start getting your supplies. You need to start getting prepared. This is when the time to list. This is when the time to go buy more inventory if you need to save your money for at the end of the year because of the big sales that goes on at the end of the year.
Right.
So we trying to build all that up until the end of the year. Um, but right now is the time to get ready for Q4. It's just next month. If you ain't got your supplies from through eBay, if you on eBay and got your free boxes, go and get your supplies. Um, because this is the last month of the third quarter. Every quarter they give you the free boxes. If those who don't know, I'm pretty sure because everybody is in here now know. Um, but those who's going to watch this later, eBay gives you free boxes or supplies. It depends on what you. If you look on there and pick something out of there, they're a free option. If you got a paid, it isn't only for the paid subscription, right? I
Hmm.
think that's what it is. But right now, it's time to prepare. Just preparation for E4. I'm E4. Preparation for Q4 is important. I'm throwing army rank in there now, huh? But yeah, this is the time.
Yeah, it's definitely the time. I was just trying to catch up on the chat. Shout out to Land Shard Picker. Thank you for coming out. Shout out to Samurai. I think I got everybody. Bill Bixby. What's going on, Bill? Incredible Hulk. Thank you for coming out. Yeah, man. You know, my model when it get for is getting ready for Q4, man, is I start getting ready for Q4 in January. To be honest,
Yeah.
I try to find the hot deals, the after Christmas sales and stuff. Matter of fact, some items that I normally get in January, and I hold them until um, basically Q4, the first week in Q4, and I ship them to Amazon. Well, things changed once I got on whatnot this year. So that's a part of the shift that I'm talking about with my business
Mm-hmm.
is I'm selling those on whatnot now. And I'm not making as much money as I would have made on Amazon. However, the product is moving and I'm making a profit. So and I'm gonna repeat it next year because they are always out there. I'm not gonna throw it out here into the world, but this one particular item is always out there every year after Christmas into January, and I buy them all. I go in the store and I try to pick the favorites, and they be selling. They make. I put it like this right here on Amazon. I probably make probably close to 15 times what I pay for it. And on whatnot, I probably make about 8 times what I pay for it. So if you come to my whatnot show, you probably already gonna guess what it is, but that's what I buy. I buy a lot of that stuff and I just squirrel it away for Q4. I don't even attempt to try to sell it anytime before that, but I tested it on Whatnot just to see if it would move, and it was. So I was like, you know what, a profit is a profit. So I
Yep.
started moving them on there, and which is great because I'm glad I tested out. Now I got two avenues to move it. Um, and you know, that's what you want to do. You want to start prepping as soon as possible. Truck is this what I had a discussion with a reseller one time before, a young reseller that was asking me, you know, how would they kind of build up inventory for Q4. And you know, when I told them that, you know, you want to find the deals in like early to late January when stuff was people just trying to get it out of their stores. He kind of disagreed with it because he said it's just a waste of money. And I laughed because I'm like, you asking me for my advice, and you know, you just like dispute what I'm saying. And I was like, you know, hey, you know, it is what it is, but that's what I do. So, you know, if you want to do it, you can do it, but that's what I do, you know. And I don't know if he was saying that because he just didn't have the capital or whatever, but it was just kind of ironic that, you know, you would come and ask somebody for some advice, and then when they give you the advice that you don't want to hear, you just quickly dispute it, you know. But yeah, so that's basically, you know, I know this is basically late in the game, but if, you know, you can use this information for next year. But for right now, I agree with middleman. Get all your supplies in order. You definitely need your supplies because you don't know, especially if you're a eBay seller and you shipping from the house on, you know, all your orders. You don't know, one morning you may wake up and you have two orders, or you may wake up and you got 22 orders, but you only got 10 boxes in the house because you procrastinated on getting your shipping supplies, like, you know, you was advised to do. So, um, you know, make sure you get all that stuff in order. You can also still go out here and find some deals right now. If you're keeping up with social media, um, Walmart is in Target right now is trying to get all those summer toys out and replace it with the Christmas stuff. So you want to be checking into these places because every Walmart and Target is different. You know, you
Yep.
could be in a 10-mile radius and have two Targets or two Walmarts and go in there, and both stores got different clearance prices. You know, so you got to put your boots on the ground, go in and check these stores if you're trying to find the deals. You know, for case in point, is one item I buy in some stores. They marked it down all the way down to like $3.50, and then uh, 5 miles on down the road it's $1. So,
Yeah.
and those, they got good returns. So, you know, it's something that I bought a lot of, and I'm just holding it until like mid October just to see where the market is, and then make a mass shipment in, and hopefully to get there like right after Black Friday and start selling. So that's the kind of strategy you got to use when you look at stuff, and you can't get in the mindset that, oh well, you know, if it's being marked down here, then it's probably being marked down in Kansas City, it's probably being marked down in El Paso.
Yeah.
That may be, you know, all true. However, what you got to look at is, like I mentioned earlier, all stores are different now. Walmart ain't doing a massive markdown across the nation. Basically, what they're doing is, even in your like Atlanta area, you can have 15 Walmarts, and all 15 Walmarts start their markdowns different times with different prices.
Yeah.
So you may have some Walmart don't even get to the minimum price. They may mark it down so far, and then you go back in the store, and all of a sudden they'll take it out of clearance and put it back on the shelf at regular price. I have seen that happen just this year. So don't get caught up in that. Well, you know, they marking it down here, then, you know, I'm just buying a whole bunch of one item like everybody else is doing, and I'm gonna be sitting on this stuff. That's not necessarily true no more. That used to be the case, but not now.
I,
So don't get caught up on that when you go into these stores as well. And last thing I want to put out there is when you go out to these stores, if you are a toy hunter, don't just get caught up on toys. Because at Christmas time, everything sells. People are buying gifts for all different occasions. It ain't just toys. So
yep.
don't get hung up that, man, I'm going to go look in the toy section. I'm going over here to clearance. You know, some with the way they marking down stuff in these stores now, you got to go into the actual section of whatever you're looking for to see what type of markdowns they doing as well. Because everything can't go over to clearance. They don't have the space.
Yep.
You know, pretty much right now, in most of the Walmarts I go to, toys is dominating the clearances.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to, if I want to look for clearances in appliances, I have to go to the appliance section. If I want clearances in electronics, I have to go over to the electronics section. And all those places are having their own little markdown. So, you know, you want to look out for that stuff. I just, I think it was this week. What did this week when I bought those book bags? Or last week?
Last week.
Yeah, so I just purchased some book bags that pretty much could sell for $29, and I got them for $4. You know, three and $4 because I went in there and asked the right questions, and also I have tools that let me see what's going on with inventory. So that's another thing you want to add is, if you can afford it, get into some of these bolos. See what's going on with the bolos. Get you some type of tool where you can, find some items that being marked down like right away. Not something that's gonna tell you what's gonna be marked down 2 days ago. What was marked down 2 days ago. You want something that can tell you real time what's being marked down, if you can afford it. Because all of those pretty much come with some type of prescription. I mean, description. I mean, subscription. Let me get it right. I'm like, you're not moving. I'm all over the place. But yeah, so you want to definitely do that. If you got the funds. So yeah,
I,
I'm
I,
Polo. I talked about it. I said I was going to charge for it. I'm not going to charge. I'm going to start it up. I'm going to announce it on this show. And then once I get it announced, then I'm going to let everybody know, if you want to be a part of the BOLO, where you send the message to so that I can add you to the group. And that's how I'm going to send the BOLOs out. You use it as your own discretion. If you want to, make the purchase. I'm going to tell you, if I send it out there, 9 times out of 10, I'm making the purchase. So, but it's your choice. You'll have it readily available, and it's going to be free. So, but yeah. And y'all excuse me on that brain fog because I've been up since 5:30 this morning and had a whatnot sale. I ain't had no sleep, so I'm subject to say anything right now.
and speaking on that, every Walmart ain't the same. Like those items you said that was $3 where you at. Remember, they were $6 down here.
Right.
So buying them down here would have been extra $3. Plus you get some items that was $1 up there.
Right.
They ain't even mark them down that low down here.
Right. Yeah,
And
it's gonna be. That's the thing. Is when I put it out there, that's what I'm going to do differently from, I'm glad you mentioned that, differently from last year, is when I put it out there, I'm going to put it out there with the price I'm paying for it, right? So that you'll know when you go out there to look for it, that, if it hasn't been marked down yet, it's coming.
yeah.
So you might need to wait another week. If I paid $5 for it and then you go in your store and it's $10, you may need to wait another week for it to drop down to $5. Or if
or use your discretion. If that $10 makes you a profit, buy it. If you wait, now we know sometimes if you try to wait to the bottom number, that item's not going to be there. You know,
Right.
and there's a lot of times it's not going to be there. Like if Buff said at $6 and you said at 8, or he said at 3, you said at 6. 6 is still a perfect buying point. Buy it.
Right.
Because because if I see it at 6 and 9 and it's selling for $29.99, I'm buying it. I'm buying
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
You wait the next week, you might get one, but it was a damaged one.
Yeah, you just you gotta comp, when you get out there, just comp the item and see if it's worth it, because
Yeah,
you got to look at, you already done drove out there,
yeah,
if it's still worth, you to make a profit off of it, just go ahead and buy it.
yeah.
I mean,
But
because at the end of the day, if you don't buy it now, you go back out there, it's a possibility it won't even be there.
yeah,
Because the next reseller came along and said, okay, this a good price. I can make at least $6 off of this. I have heard some resellers that will buy something and they can make $1.50. I
they
mean,
gonna
I'm
buy them
not.
all.
Hey, to each his own. It's just, to me, it's not worth it. But to each his own. Yeah, okay, resell daddy, man. Once I get it out there, uh, probably about another 2 weeks before. But
Yeah,
once I get it
Ella
out
sent,
there, definitely.
Ella sent you a super chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Ella. Say it here first. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ella. Thank you so much. Let me run the Buffaloes for you. Let's see.
Super chat received.
All right. Thank you, Ella.
Hey, you got a question in the chat there for Hollywood Reseller.
Oh, Hollywood in here. What's going on,
Yes, sir.
Hollywood? See Hollywood out there on whatnot as well. He
Yeah.
making some moves out there.
Oh, he is? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatnot Whatnot
Let
is
me
definitely
get down to it.
Whatnot definitely a good avenue of selling your stuff.
When it comes to whatnot, are there any mistakes that a new whatnot seller should avoid making when starting to resell in their first few shows? Man,
Tough one.
that's a tough question right there. It's all depending on like what you're trying to sell. I know. Well, let me put this out there. This is the number one rule: is don't start your prices lower than what you paid for the item.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's a big no because it's not the audience fault if you don't make no money. So if you know you got $5 into something, why are you gonna start it out at $1 or $2? Now I do it all the time, but you know, without me having to put all my details out there, some of that stuff I do take a gamble on it, but a lot of that stuff I'm really not paying no more than about $2 to $4 for it. If I'm running it that low. Now there are some dolls that I run low, start out low, but with the hopes that some people gonna bid it up. And I would say probably 8 out of 10, I win and 2 I lose. But that's come with the territory if that's what you're gonna run. So that would be the first thing, is don't make that mistake of starting your auctions out too low where you don't make the profit that you're looking for. And that's sometimes what I have. Before I start selling on whatnot, I used to go in these whatnot shows and be the buyer, especially for like WWE and Marvel figures and stuff like that. And I have seen people that come in, and because they're not getting the price that they want, they will quit the whole show. Eventually they'll quit whatnot, but it ain't whatnot fault, and it's not your audience fault. It's your fault. So that would be one mistake. That's what I can come up with off top of the head. You got something, middleman?
No, that's one of the main mistakes right there. Is,
Yeah.
willing to take a loss on your items or not. Depends
Right.
on how many people you got in there that's actually buying. I see a lot of people start at $1 and they probably got more into the item. But are you gambling on winning on the ones that you are going to make your money over and just accepting the loss from those ones that you're not? Is For me, I'm like Buff. I start my things off at the price I'm willing to, if not make $5 or something off of, make something off of. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys does that on there. They're not trying to. You're not trying. You're not in this game to lose. Of course, you're not going to make the top dollar on everything, but you want to get at least your money back.
Yeah.
You know, at
And,
least your
and,
money.
and and also don't go in with the mindset that you got to win on every auction.
Yeah,
If you break even, I mean, you just break even. Because the main thing is getting engagement, having people that want to come back to your show, having items that they really want. And not just putting out some junk. Um, that's the main thing right there. I mean, I think people is attracted to my show because of for one the products that we offer, and two, I got a good host. She kind of a people person, so they relate to her. And she make them feel welcome coming to the show. So those two things, those two combinations, is what drives my show because every week we get more new buyers. And I really started this thing out back in June just to move some additional product. And that stuff is kind of dwindling down. So it's like, I'm almost at the crossroad on what I'm going to do next. Am I going to cut it off and wait until I get my business model in place? Or am I going to continue to sell some items that I've been sitting on for about 3 to 4 years? So I'm kind of at the crossroad right now. I got a lot of that stuff that I pushed out, but I don't know if I'm going to continue that. Because at the end of the day, you got to look at your profit margins. There's a lot of stuff I got in my inventory that is high dollar, and I'm not trying to push that stuff on whatnot. Now, like I have mentioned to Middleman on a couple of occasions, if I got 5 or 6 of those items, I don't mind putting one out there as a little gem to people to see, like, okay, he got some good stuff. Maybe it's another time I come back, he gonna put out some more good stuff, which I have been doing that. But at the end of the day, my whole move to whatnot was to move some excess inventory more so than moving my good high end products. And
yeah,
I haven't gotten that far yet, but at the same time, that ain't really what I'm trying to do on whatnot.
yeah. Because he definitely gave some good items in a lot of them shows that they don't. If they didn't see it, I don't know what to say because I'm in the background. Say, bro, you know what you just you know. Yeah, man, I got so many of these. I got so many of those. So
Yeah,
yeah, makes
yeah.
sense though. That bring people out to see what you got every week. You
You
know.
know, it's like a couple of those GI Joes
Hmm.
that I have ran in the past, and like I said, I talk about price. I'm not going to talk about stores.
Yeah,
Uh, but some of those GI Joes, man, I only paid $5 for maybe six. You know, and for me to take them, even though, even though they
yeah,
you know, can bring you back $30 or whatever. If I purchase 5 or 6 of them for $5.99, I don't have a problem running one of those things in the show. And it was even like the what you call it, the Halo ones. I know the ones that are high dollar, and I know the ones that are average. If I got several of them and they average, I run one of them.
But you got to
You
beat
know,
Ghost out of him though. Ghost 88, he don't play about them Halos.
nah, he want
He
every
want
Halo come
every,
up.
he want every Halo, every last one of them. So you
Yeah,
come in there and think you finna get a cheap Halo, you're gonna be battling him.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Resale there, exactly. Yeah. So, you got anything else to add to prepping for Q4? Because we're gonna pretty much talk
Talk about
about
it.
Q4 every week until we get up into Black Friday.
Yeah. I think next week, what is next week the last Sunday of the month, or is it
No,
following?
we got one more.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So we'll be talking about it because also when Johnny come in at the last of the month, pretty be talking about it with him as well because he got his own take on it as well. But basically, what my thing is preparing for it, getting ready for it, getting everything situated for you can be ready for the start of this because I think it's going to be a very, very good Q4 this year based off of what's going on. And don't just be on the fence about it. Get on board and let's ride. We're gonna ride this game together. Um, but I'm ready for a buff in that bolo because hopefully I could put in a lot of my 2 cents in it this year, or send him some, or if you're gonna have it open for everybody to send pictures
It
of
will
like you
be.
do.
Yeah, it
So
will be.
so I'm hoping to see that.
Basically, we'll be sharing.
Yeah,
Everybody, it'll be open for everybody. Drop something in there.
so that'd
Share it.
be that'd be great. So everybody come in. We have a good time doing it. You learn something. You find something that you might not been thinking of. Like you said, expand your search on these items because Christmas ain't the only holiday that's in the fourth quarter. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, and you know you know Black Friday is pretty much a holiday too. Everybody buying, so uh, it's gonna be a lot of stuff out there. Home good is excellent during this time. Cups, glasses, pots, plates. Even if, like I said a few years back, even calendars sell very well during this time and all
Right.
year long. But just gotta think outside the box. There's a reason why a lot of these things are in these stores because they sell. They sell.
Yeah.
So just think outside the box and go in and look. Make this the best fourth quarter y'all ever had, and that's what we're trying to do.
I appreciate that resale, daddy. Yeah, man, make him pay for it, bro. Bid it up. Yeah, cause he want them all, man. Anything Halo, he want it. You know. Um. Yeah, make him pay for it. Let's see.
Have you
Uh,
noticed a difference in sales now that some countries are not shipping into
yeah,
indigenous tariffs?
yeah.
Oh
We were
yeah,
just. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Is that uh pretty much echoing what Middleman just said? Is it should be great, especially for eBay sellers, because you ain't gonna have no competition from Canada this year in Q4. They're not shipping packages over here with that type of tax put on their goods. So everybody gonna have to lean on the third party seller over here in the United States. So if you selling on eBay, you want to get all your stuff listed. You want to be the first in the fight. You don't want to be in the middle of the fight or towards the end of the fight. You want to be the first in the fight because um, that's knocking out a lot of resellers across the border. You know,
yeah,
that's just the way it's gonna be. Those people are not gonna pay that kind of money to sell a product over here to us. So get your stuff listed, put out there, so that the early shoppers can be the first to come and see you. From what I heard, some of the people, they putting they blocking their store from over here because they know they can't fulfill the order.
yeah.
So you want to jump on that. get ahead of the game.
You
Shout
ever
out to Cheryl. Thank you for coming through.
heard of Byte Encore?
What is that?
I don't know. That's what Hollywood Reseller. He says an amazing Encore. That's how you
Uh,
pronounce it?
by Encore. Wait, did he put in? You say he put in the chat?
Yeah, he put it in the chat.
All right, let me see. Let me catch up.
Right there. He put up it earlier, but he was asking, have you any thoughts on selling on Buy Encore?
I'm gonna check it out.
Kind of looks like a whatnot. Also, Jennifer, you or offer up? Oh, I never heard of it.
It's like offer up.
Yeah, that's what Jennifer said. Oh, it's like whatnot or a offer
Is
up.
it called Encore Global?
He said, "Let's resell. Let sellers record the item where they can talk about it. Their AI then creates the title and description. The app helped me become better at selling live on whatnot." Okay,
Okay, I'll have to look into that. But it's let me see if I can Google it because it ain't coming up on this
let's see.
one.
Look at that. You know, resellers open our eyes to other things. He said, "Buy Encore Incorporated, INC." Never heard of it. Now, hey, if it's gonna move it, if it's gonna
Okay,
help move, hey,
so this another platform to sell on?
that's what he. I think that's what he's saying.
Auction by
Yep.
now. Oh, it's almost like whatnot. Look like.
That's what he was saying. It helped
Okay,
me.
okay. So he actually selling on there?
That's what he said. Yep. And is that what you said in Hollywood? Buy and sell collectibles with stories. Oh, you can make videos of what you're selling, huh? Okay, okay.
So you make videos and post it on there,
I'm
and then
downloading it.
people buy it.
I'm downloading it now. I just gotta set it up. I'll do that later. Okay. Boy, look at him, boy.
They said they're going
Oh,
on vacation. They ain't doing no gifting. I seen a commercial or something. Somebody was talking about that,
yeah,
saying they ain't buying gifts. They going on vacation, going on cruise or something.
yeah, but we ain't promoting that. Everybody buy. Everybody.
Yeah, I'll
But
check it.
yeah,
I'll check into that as well. I never heard of it. Appreciate
yeah.
that, man. Thank you
You
for
see,
putting that info out.
you see what he's saying? He said that the app doesn't require you to take pictures, just a small video where you can talk about the item.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, man. That's for sure.
Man, I want to take the picture.
I
I don't
wonder if
want.
have you had any problems with scammers on there, Hollywood? Let me know if you had any problem with scammers on there. I've heard of any issues with scammers. Where we at? What time is it? 8.
I was 8:30. Yeah,
Oh, it's
we promote everybody to go on vacation, but after the fourth quarter, go after fourth quarter. While we in fourth quarter, get online and buy some things.
I know that's right. We need them spending that money. Buy all this stuff I went about.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
get it. Um, let's see. We are at 8:30 now, man. We're gonna go ahead and
Your first giveaway.
do this giveaway. Okay, cool, cool. I'll definitely check it out, man. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the 2 giveaways. Let me go ahead and get the numbers right quick. I think after last week, I think I'm probably about to get fired from doing the numbers.
Wow, what happened
Uh,
last week?
hey man, they said it was rigged when you won, bro. Let's see. We got 13 people in here. Um,
Yeah, it ain't rigged. That number right there is like a popular number. Sticks and buff head.
hey man, it does, but it won't today. That's for sure. It won't today.
Yeah, I haven't been winning that much. It's been a while since I won. That if it ain't resale dad is either Marie or Justin. Anita J. She wins a lot too. Who else? A lot of them. Who else be winning a lot?
D Middleman.
No, I don't win that much. Not more than everybody else.
So let me say this, man. This is the announcement I wanted to make. I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks. But I just wanted to make sure that I kind of thought this through. So after we've been doing this show for about 5 seasons, and after this year of 2025, I'm gonna still do the show. I still want to do the show, but we're not gonna do it as often. So hopefully, it give room for somebody else that want to step up and run a real reseller show. Um, because what I'm looking at for me is instead of running the show every week for 4 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever those Sundays drops on. I'm looking more into maybe running the show either once a month or maybe twice a month, um, something like that. Because next year I want to make more content of reseller content, more so than just doing a live show. So right now, my mindset is to do the show once a month, maybe twice a month. I'm not 100% on that. I'm leaning more towards once a month than I am, you know, twice a month. I mean, I still haven't figured that out yet, but that's where my mindset is maybe come in with one live once a month and then just do resale content, basically just like what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and, putting that out there into the YouTube world. So I just want to let you all know ahead of time, that's where my mindset at right now. And, not saying it won't change by the end of the year, but that's where I'm at right now. I just want to just tailor this show down to maybe once a month or maybe twice a month, the live. Um, what Marie said?
But
Let's see.
Jennifer said, so now no show and no whatnot show.
Yeah. No. Whatnot ain't going nowhere. Whatnot, you know, I'm actually working behind the scenes. That I'm talking to a couple of liquidators right now to get the product that I'm looking for to pretty much steamroll my whatnot. So whatnot is not off the table at all. It's not off the table. I'm just speaking, and when I say what I said about whatnot, I'm talking about the actual product that I have in the warehouse right now. A lot of that product is not made for whatnot because the value is not there. The only way I could sell a lot of that stuff I got in the warehouse on whatnot, I have to sell it for the actual face value. And I know people ain't coming to whatnot for the face value. So, but I am in the mix of talking with a few liquidators on being able to get supplied what I need so that I can kind of steamroll whatnot. So now whatnot is not out of the picture, but the fee and the hustle is gonna be tapered down. It's gonna be tapered down. I'm not gonna be able to do the show every week like we doing now, and that's to come. That's the future. Hopefully, with me taping the show down to maybe once or twice a month, we can get more people to come in to watch. But yeah, we just gonna well, I mean, Middleman might start his own show. I don't know. He might, he can do it.
Yeah.
And I could come on there and be a supporting guest or whatever. But for as I'm doing a show 4 weeks out of the month next year, I just don't see that happening. So I just want to be the first to tell you all.
Sometimes I really
And
hate time.
hopefully y'all continue to support what I do. And, maybe just be a good little reunion every time we come back together.
Jim says maybe she need a new job.
Jeff, you gonna be gainfully employed on whatnot now? We're gonna definitely need you over there. So one thing,
For sure. Yeah.
Cheryl says you ain't changed. Yeah. So hey, like I said, it's a thought right now. So it ain't nothing written in stone yet, but it's definitely a thought.
Hollywood said maybe we can go live while working on the eBay Amazon shops.
Oh
And
yeah,
do random Q&As.
yeah. That's why I plan. That's gonna be part of it. Doing a couple lives like that from the warehouse and maybe out in the stores and stuff like that. That's the direction I really want to go. Now when I started on YouTube, I started that route before I even got into doing the lives. I was actually making videos going out to different stores, and that's what I want to get back to. To a certain degree, and also just kind of do the lives right there in the warehouse, show you what I'm doing, what I got going on, that kind of stuff. Kind of make it up and close and personal. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's get it going, man. The first item up is going to be Black Manta. It's the first
Yeah,
item up,
Jennifer.
y'all.
Yeah, new show coming soon.
All right. So go ahead and drop your number in the chat from 1 to 20. 1 to 20.
Yeah, my journey and start out on here. I need to start. I've been saying it for the last 4 years, three years.
Yeah. I've been doing this for 5 years, man. It's time to go a different direction.
Hey, Justin, Samurai got 7 already. There you go. So I could be wrong. Did who was first with 7 when you saw it?
I wasn't even looking, man. I was looking at something else.
Look on here because on my computer it'd be different. Yeah, Samurai. Yeah, you had it first, Samurai. You good? Yeah. We know. You had it first. That's what I was saying. You good? Yeah, my computer different than Buff sometimes.
All right, everybody in? Don't drop the X's, man. All right, dropping the X's. All right, here's the first number up. You either got to be on this number or below this number. You can't
13.
go over. Man, I said 13.
9 was in my head. 9. Oh, okay. Oh, your wife, right on the dot.
Really?
Yes, sir. But that it's not rigged. He ain't
Hey,
texting her no
hey,
numbers
nobody ain't dropping the chat on Rig, man.
now. Congratulations, Bridget. There ain't nobody tell him, Bridget, you ain't get no text message or nothing now. They just that wave that been together so long, that mind wave don't sing.
All righty. Okay. Well, here you go. Congratulations, Miss Buffalo. It's definitely can sell on
Hashtag
eBay.
rigged.
Definitely an eBay sale.
Well, Greg, you know it's not rigged. How many times you don't won? And that's on everything. You win a lot. Yeah,
Greg said hashtag rig, baby.
yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and drop your second number. It's going to be for this baby set. This is a champion baby set. Just got a little loose plastic right here, but it's still new, intact.
Those who got newborns, what if age of zero to
So
3 or 6?
I don't know. I guess this is fuchsia color.
No, I'm talking about the ages. It should be up top. What's
Oh,
the
the
age?
age is from 0 to 6 months.
0 to 6 months.
Yep. Drop your number in the chat.
That sound like grandbaby.
Yeah. Not for me though.
What, grandbabies? Oh, well, you still got kids to can have them.
Yeah. Well. Hopefully.
Yeah, hey, they still popping them out every year over here.
I got one more that I'm, you know, looking for some grandkids from, but that's about it, bro. The other
Oh,
ones, they don't need no more.
Trey, the last one.
Yeah.
My second oldest son, he just had his first
Jennifer,
this year.
Jennifer, Jennifer said she would need that blue. Let's see what she's saying. Blue. Oh, for the boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jennifer, send me your address in Instagram. I think I have a couple boy
yeah.
Nike fits that I can send your way.
Congratulations, Nita J, on your first granddaughter. Yeah, I had a granddaughter last month. She was a thing last month.
Everybody drop the numbers. Close this one out. You said last month?
Yeah. And July and August, I had a grandkid. Two granddaughters.
Okay. Congratulations, old man.
Yeah, they popping them out, man. They popping them out left. I say every year now.
All
Yeah,
right, here this number, man. Is the chat don't move so much, but here's the number.
2.
2. Who got it?
Nobody. Everybody over.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went with my birthday, man. This is my birthday.
You know how that is. Every time you go lower than 4.
All right. We're gonna run it one more time then. Let me come up with another number. Let's see.
And we started out having a whole bunch of boys, and then the girls started popping out. Grandkids at that grandkids. We done with kids over here. Yeah, no
All
more
right,
kids.
drop your number, y'all. From 1 to 20. 1 to 20. Gonna run it again. 1 to 20.
1 through 20. I say 16.
16 was in my head.
Look at him.
It was. I ain't put it on the paper though, but it was in my head.
Hey.
All right, we're gonna close this one out, y'all. Somebody win it. All right, here we go.
5. But we
Who
might be
got
out of luck again, bro. No.
who got
Hollywood reseller number 2.
number 2?
Yeah, he the only one that's not over.
That's it. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All
The
right.
only one.
Congratulations, Hollywood.
Congratulations on it.
Send me your information in Instagram. I get this shipped out there to you. You're in California, right? Yeah, he the only one had a single low digit
The
number.
only
Okay.
one. Yeah.
All right, Hollywood. Congratulations. Let me get your info Instagram, man. I get this shipped out to you. Appreciate it. All right, middleman. You got anything else you want to add, plug, or whatever? We're gonna close this one on out, man. I need to go to bed.
Yeah. I got work in the morning. Well, everybody, thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate it. We see it might be some changes next year, but until then, we're happy to have y'all out every week. We can we are going to continue talking about fourth quarter all the way through to the first quarter. Also sharing out the sales and things like that when we start getting deeper into the fourth quarter. I hope everybody have a great, safe week out there. A lot of madness is going on in this world. Please stay prayed up and keep yourself safe and your family safe. And, in the military, we say keep your head on swirl. We constantly looking around, on the swivel. So I just hope everybody see everybody next week. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all.
All right. Also, I want to add on to that is if you got any questions uh, concerning reselling
Yeah.
or Q4 type questions, bring them in next week. We're gonna try to do a whole Q&A, and we're gonna hopefully lead those from you all. So bring in your questions. If you feel like you want to come in and kind of stump us, bring it on. I welcome it. But if you just got some legit questions, bring those questions on in, and let's see if we can get an answer to them. Like I said a few years back, one thing I don't do is shoot from the hip, and I don't like people that on my panel to shoot from the hip as well. It's either you know or you don't know, and I'm not afraid to say I don't know because it's nobody knows everything in reselling. It's going to be some gray area out there that you may never had to deal with and you just don't know. But one thing about it is if we do come across a question we don't know, we definitely can go find out and have your answer the following week. So yeah, I would like for you all to do that. Just bring in a couple questions. If you got a legit concern about something or how to move in Q4, hit us up. Bring it in. Pose your question. I'll highlight it, and then we'll get a resolution. Uh, Andre, is that
That's my
Andre?
brother. Yeah,
All
that's
right, appreciate you coming out. We're getting ready to close out the show though, but thank you for coming through. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate you all coming out supporting the channel. Buffalo Picker, D Middleman, Glass City had a prior engagement. That's why he's not here tonight. Thank you all for your support each and every Sunday night, 7:30. Defend the hustle. See you all next week.
Y'all have a good night.